video tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to install TikTok app for both Android and iOS. So in this video, I will only teach you how to install main app, and I'm going to create another video regarding installation about admin panel. So let's get started. So first thing is that open your browser and search for Visual Studio, and just download the Visual Studio for your, if you're a Mac user, you can download for Mac, and if you're a Windows user, you can download for Windows. It depends on you. So after installation, you just need to set up it, and it's very easy, like how you install a software. It's just like that. So after installing Visual Studio, just search for Node.js and click on the first link. Now you must install the current version of the Node.js and just download it. Just like how you install software, there are no difficulties in installing Node.js. It's very easy. So I'm going to skip that part. So after you have downloaded both Node.js and Visual Studio, I would like you to run the Visual Studio. And you will see interface like this. So what I want you to do is that go to extension, then search for ES7. Let me expand this. Now click on the fourth item. So just click on install, and that's it. And I also want you to install the ES7 Plus. I've already installed it, so there's no need to install it again. So make sure you have installed both of these extensions. Now in order to open the source code, you just have to click on the open folder and locate to your source code wherever you have saved it. So in my case, I've saved it at desktop, so I'm going to click on TikTok and just click on open. So it will open my source code. Okay, so first thing that you have to do is click on terminal, create a new terminal, and currently we are in this folder and we have to get into this folder. So for that, click on type in cd TikTok. Okay, so first thing that we have to do is to install expo. So just type sudo npm install expo CLI global, and this might ask you for password if you have set a password for your computer, and if not, then it's directly going to run the command. So it might take some time to download and install the expo. Okay, so now expo has been successfully installed. So now the second thing is that to install the packages needed, you have to type this command npm install. This also might take some time to completely install. Okay, so my packages has also been installed. Now the second thing is that to install the Firebase. So for that, just type in npm install Firebase tools and run it. And the reason for this error is that we forgot to type the sudo as we have typed over here. So just type again sudo npm install Firebase tools. Okay, so now my Firebase has also been successfully installed. Okay, so now I would like you to go to your Firebase and create an account, and then click on add project and type in your project name. So in my case, the project name is Reels, and click on continue. Okay, so now my project has been successfully created. So after that, click on web and type in your app name again. Click on register app. and click on continue to console. So after that, click on build authentication and enable your authentication. So now click on email and password and enable, and do the same for Google. Now go to your build and click on Firestore database. Click on create database, click on next and enable. Now go to rules and change this to read and write only. After that, go to storage and go to rules. And change its rules to read and write. Okay, so now go to project settings and scroll down and you'll see Firebase config. So just copy the content between the curly brackets and go to your project and click on app.json inside this TikTok file. Scroll to the bottom and just replace this with the one you have copied. So one thing you have to keep in mind that you have to paste it between the curly brackets. Now double quote everything which you see in red like I'm doing and done. Click on Control S or Command S. Now our Firebase project has been successfully created, but we have to connect this project to our Firebase project. So for that, go to terminal, create a new terminal, and currently I'm in this directory and I want to go to this directory, and so I will type cd TikTok directory name and click enter. So now I'm in this directory. So now I will have to type Firebase login. So this will ask me to open a browser, so I'll say Y for yes, and this will take me to my default browser, and then I have to choose the account in which my Firebase project has been created. So in my case it's in this account, so I'm going to click on it and I'm going to allow it. So now my Firebase has been successfully logged in and connected to this account. Okay, so now create another terminal by going in terminals and creating a new terminal, and this time we want to navigate to this backend directory. So I'm going to click cd backend and then I'm going to type Firebase init. Now I'm going to choose function by clicking on spacebar and then clicking on enter. Now you have to choose override and then choose TypeScript and say Y for yes and click on Y again and click on Y again and again, to override the already existing files. Now this is going to ask me to install libraries, so I'm going to say yes, and this will take some time to install all libraries. So okay, so now everything related to Firebase has been done and my app is successfully connected to my Firebase project. So I'm going to run this app and test it that if it's successfully connected or not. So select npm scripts, scroll down and click on start, or you can just go to terminal and type in expo start. So this is going to start my server so that I can run the app on my emulator on my mobile phone. So I'm going to run this on my mobile phone. So you just have to scan this QR code which has been generated, and this will automatically open your app in Expo Go. Okay, so now after checking the app was running successfully. I logged in using my email, and here you can see my account. I've logged in just now. So in case if you face any error or your app doesn't work, then just follow the video from beginning, because you might have missed out something or you might have done something wrong. So now let's move on, and I will close this terminal from now. Okay, so now in this part, we are going to change the name of the app, the package name and the bundle name, along with change in logo and the color. So let's start with changing the name of the app. So open this folder and scroll to the app.json, and over here you'll see the name. So just change the name to whatever you want to. In my case, I'm going to change it to Reels, and also change the slug. But remember that every letter in slug should be not in capital. And you can also change the owner, but I won't be changing the owner. And yes, there is a scheme. You have to remember that the scheme, the bundle ID, the bundle identifier and the package, the all the three should be same. So I'm going to change my scheme to com.spacester.reels, and then just paste it over here and also over here. So my package, bundle identifier and scheme all are same. So it all three must be same, or else your app won't work at some places. So remember that. You can change the owner to whatever you want to, but please remember that scheme and all the remaining two, package and bundle identifier, should be same. Okay, so now I'm going to change the icon of the app. For that, I've already created an icon, and its size is 1024 pixels. So remember that your icon should be 1024 pixels, or else it won't fit in the app icon on every devices. So I'm going to go to assets, and I'm going to open it in my folder or in Finder. Okay, so now I'm going to copy this and paste it over here. And so I will create a duplicate of it. And now the adaptive icon is the icon for the Android app, and the icon is for the iOS app. So remember that adaptive is for Android and icon is for the iOS. Okay, so now I'm going to delete both of them and then rename the new logos as adaptive, icon, and icon. Okay, so now my icon has also been changed. You can also change the splash screen if you want, and its size is 1284 in width and 2778 in height. I'm not changing that for now, but if you want, you can change that to your logo. And okay, so now I'm going to close this one, and I'm going to change the color of the app. For that, just click on the search icon, and you will find that there's a search input and a replace input. So in search input, just type in hash f triple zero and 44, and in replace text input, just type the color you want to replace it with. So in my case, I'm going to replace it with this color, and then I'm going to click on this icon, replace all, and it will actually replace the color in each and every file. So now my color also has been changed, my logo has been changed, and package name and the name has also been changed. So I'm going to close this and save this one. Okay, so now we are going to log in into our Expo account. So for that, open your browser and search Expo login. So if you already have an account, you can just log in, or you can just sign up. It's very simple. So I already have an account, so I'm going to come on the dashboard, and I'm going to create a new project, and I'm going to name this project as Reels, and this will be my slug. So remember that your go to app.json, and your slug over here should match the slug over here. Remember that, or else your app won't function in some places. So just create a new project. Okay, that's it. So now what we have to do is go to your Visual Studio and just type in cd TikTok to get into this folder, and then type in expo login. So so type in the account email or username with which you have created this account, expo account. So in my case, I have created with this email, so I'm going to type in this and type in the password of your account. Okay, so I made a mistake, I guess. Okay, so now I'm successfully logged in into my this expo account. So then what you have to do is type in expo publish. Now this is going to publish the app on this expo account, so it might take some time. Okay, so now you can see my app has been successfully published to expo, and just go to your expo dashboard and refresh it. So under projects, you must see that your project has an icon which you uploaded in the source code. So if it has the icon which you have uploaded, then it means it has been successfully published. So just click on it, and then go to and then click on the icon, click on the profile, and over here you can see the reels. So you can just scan this by using your expo app to run it on your mobile phone. You can also share it to your friends or any other person who can just scan this and download the app. Okay, so now to add Google login and Facebook login. So for that, go to your Facebook developer console, and sign in into your Facebook. I have already signed in, so I can see my apps option. Okay, so click on create a new app, and just select the consumer, click on next, select the type in the app name, and click on create app. So it's going to ask you for the password, and then your app on Facebook developer account will be created. So after that, what you have to do is click on the Facebook login. Okay, so click on settings, and don't change any of these. Just in over here, type in https auth.expo.io. As you can see over here, just type the same thing, and after that type at the rate your username, expo username, which you can find over here. This is your username. In my case it is Spacester. So oops, at the rate your username, expo username, and then the slug. So remember that you while creating the app, you created a slug, which you can also see over here, slug reels. So just type in the slug also, reels. So done. https or.expo.io at the rate your expo account username, and the slug, which is this, or you can also find it over here. So remember that it should match that format, or else your Facebook login won't work. Now go ahead and log it into your Firebase account, and then go to your project, and under authentication, click on authentication, click on sign in method, and click on add new provider. So click on Facebook and enable this. So now we have to paste app ID and app secret. But before that, just copy this and paste it over here. Okay, now save this. Perfect. Just enable it to live mode, but before that we have to upload a privacy policy. Okay, so under settings and in basic you can also upload the app icon. I suggest you to upload your app icon over here, and the size was also given. And then the under privacy policy you have to upload your app policy. So I have already created a policy, so I'm going to just paste that link and save this. Okay, so now I can turn on the from live mode to development mode. Okay, so it is asking me to provide. Okay, so I forgot to provide this. You can just type in the privacy policy over here also, it doesn't matter, and then click on live. So it's going to turn on the app mode from development to live mode, and just copy the app ID, paste it over here under app ID, and just copy the app secret and paste it under the app secret, and then just click on save and done. So our Facebook login has done, but there is something which we have to do is that go to your Facebook login and settings. After that, you will get this your app has standard access to public profile. So just click on get access. Now scroll down and click on where you will see this email. Click on get advanced access, confirm. This is going to ask you for your password, which is your Facebook password. Okay, so email access was given. Now let's scroll down and public profile. This is for the login purpose. So I'm going to click on confirm, and you have to type in your Facebook password again. This is asking me to provide a valid policy and URL and deletion information. I believe I've provided this, but so just provide them the terms and conditions also, and save this, and then go to permissions and features. Scroll down, click on get advanced access, confirm, and then you can see that I have the public profile access also. So now, okay, so one more thing is remaining, that we have to copy this client ID. Just click on it, it will be get copied. Go to your source code. Let me minimize this and close this. Now go to your under this folder, go to source, components, auth, menu, index.js, and at line 55 you can see the client ID. So just replace the existing client ID with yours. Okay, now click on Control or Command S to save this file. So let's move on to Google login. For that, open your Google console, the developer console. Log in into it. Then select your project from here. Click on all and you will see your project. So now what you have to do is create a new credentials and click on auth client ID and select application type as web application. So we are going to create three types: web, Android, and iOS. So first we are going to create web app. So for that, click on select web application. You can type in any name you want. I'm just going to keep it as like it is. You can type in you can type in any name you want. I'm going to keep it, so you can type in any name you want. So I'm going to keep it like this. And over here, click on add URL and just type in this URL: https .expo.io. Remember, it should match this exactly same URL or else your Google login won't work. Okay, now under authorized redirect URL, click on it. Also type the same URL which you have typed over here, but over here after this URL you have to type in @Spacester, your expo account username, and the slug, which is fields which you can find over here or in the source code. So remember that this is the same URL which you have pasted in Facebook. It should be like https auth.expo.io @spacer, your expo account username, and the slug, your project slug, and just click on create. Okay, so now click on OK for now. So now click on create credential. Again, click on auth client ID. Click on application type Android. So over here you have to type in your package name. So you can find your package name in app.json file. Scroll down to your Android section, copy this, your package name, paste it over here, and to generate SHA key, follow these steps. Go to your source code, open a new terminal, or you can continue on the existing terminal and type in expo credential.manager. Now remember this, it should be expo credential manager, and click on enter. So this is going to ask you for the platform. So we want it for Android. So I'm going to select Android and click on enter. And so this is going to say that you're currently in the directory. So do you want to select it? So just type in N for no, and this will generate the certificates. So you can see your SHA1 and SHA256 key is being generated. So we just need SHA1 key. So I'm going to copy this and paste it over here. And click on create. And click on OK. Click on create credentials or .client ID. Click on application type iOS, and just you have to type in the bundle ID. Go into your app.json, and under iOS you can find the bundle identifier. Copy it, paste it over here, just create it. So this part is done, so now go to your Firebase projects and under project setting, create an app Android, and type in the package name. So package name of Android was this. I'm going to copy this, paste it over here. You can give app a nickname if you want. I'm going to give it as Android, and just type in your SHA key which we have generated just now. Register app. So remember to download this Google service.json file. We will add this to our source code later on. Click on next and continue to consume. So our Android app has been added to the Firebase. Now click on add fingerprint and also add the SHA 256 key inside it. Click on save. So both SHA1 and SHA256 key has been added to our Android app. So now go to authentication. Click on sign in method click on Google, which you have already enabled, and just scroll down. You can change the name you want to, if you want, support email if you want. And but the main thing is that go to web SDK configuration and copy the web client ID. So I'm going to copy this, click on save. Okay, so now go to your source code, minimize this, and let me close this. So over here in the like source component auth menu index.js, where you have pasted the Facebook client ID, just above that at line 49 you will see client ID for Google. So just replace the old with the new one which you have just now copied. Okay, so now after pasting this, let me save the file by clicking Command S or Control S, and after that we have to copy this google.json file which we have downloaded just now. Go to our source code. So under this folder we have to paste google service.json file. So I will open it in my finder or folder, and I'm going to delete the old google.json file. This is the old one, I'm going to delete it, and I'm going to paste the new one. To verify that it has been successfully added or not, just click on google.service.json, and you must see your package name. It should match your current package name. If it matches, means that your file has been successfully added to your project. Now close this, go to your Firebase project, and our Google login has been successfully added. Now the only thing remaining is that notification. For that, click on cloud messaging, and let me close this. Click on this three dots, manage API in Google Cloud Console. Click on that, and this will redirect us to Google Cloud Console, and just click on enable cloud messaging. So after it gets enabled, you can come back to your Firebase and refresh it. And copy the server key from here, and go to your Expo, go to your dashboard first of all, and click on the project on which you are currently working on. Click on credentials. So now over here you can see that we have not created any credentials or builds. So before pasting this key, I would like to show you how to create APK to upload it on Play Store, or a debug APK to test it on your device if you want to, or distribute throughout your friends or your team members. And same goes with the iOS, how to create a iOS app to publish it on the iOS App Store. So for that, just go ahead to your source code, click on new terminal, and just we will and so currently we are in this folder and we want to get into this folder. So again, follow the same thing, cd folder name TikTok, and now we are in this folder, and type in expo build Android. Okay, so now this is going to ask you to build a APK or a app.bundle. So now APK is for, like, you will have a debug APK which you can distribute privately to your friends or your team members. But in case if you want to upload it on Play Store, then you have to select app.bundle. Now the steps are same, but for now I'm going to select APK, and it will ask you to generate a new key or upload my own file. So click on generate a new key store, because we have not generated any of it before. Okay, so it might take some time to complete this task. Okay, so now you can see it's saying that uh, we are waiting for build to complete, and it will actually get completed on your dashboard. So you can actually close this one. I will tell you exactly what's happening. So click on Control C to close this terminal, or this, I mean, this process. Now get back to your Expo dashboard, and over here in builds, we can see that a new build was made, which was this one which we have created. It actually sends the file to Expo, and it will create a new bundle, or if you have selected bundle, or APK if you have selected APK. And it takes some time, but it takes around 20 to 15 minutes to get complete. And once it gets complete, so you will have an option to get download it. I will show you that, but before that, let me also create a build for iOS. Currently my Android build is in under progress, and I'm going to create a new build for iOS. So type in the same thing, expo build, but this time type iOS. So now this is going to ask you for simulator or archive. So simulator is if you want to use it on your phone, I mean privately, or archive if you want to upload it to your Play Store. So I'm going to use it privately, so I'm going to select simulator. Okay, so now you can see the same thing as you saw in during Android build, that this is waiting for complete. So it means that the file has been sent to the Expo, and they will generate an .ipa, which is an extension for iOS app. So you can close this terminal. Sorry, you can close this task. Go to your Expo dashboard, refresh this page, and you can see both reels, I mean both Android and iOS builds are under progress. So once they are available, you will be notified, and it usually take 15 minutes to get complete. So one last thing which was remaining, that to integrate the notification. So just copy your server key, go to credentials, and under Android click on legacy, and over here you can see FCM server key. So click on it, and you can either select this file. So I'm not going to select the file. I'm going to paste the token, the Google Cloud Messaging token, which is this one, Google Cloud Messaging, and this is the token, and I'm going to save it, and done. So my notifications will work perfectly now, and I'm just waiting for this build to get finished. Okay, so now we are going to add AdMob to our app. So for that, go to your AdMob account and log in into your AdMob account. Then go to apps, click on add your first app, click on Android, because first of all we are going to create it for Android, and then for the iOS, say, and select no, because my app is not listed on the Play Store yet. And then I'm going to type in the app name, Reels, and click on done. And after that, I'm going to click on app settings, copy this app ID, go to the source code, and click on app.json. Now over here under Android, just paste in the app ID, then go to add units, click on get started, create banner ad, and click on done, and create another ad unit, interstitial ads, then click on done. So just copy the banner ID, go to the source code, click on source, services, ads, and over here under this get banner, replace your ID with this ID, the Android, and same with the interstitial ad. Under get interstitial, just replace it with your ID for Android. After that, go to apps, click on add a app, and this time we are going to add it for the iOS app. So the app name is same, Reels. Click done, and go to app settings, copy the app ID, go to the app.json file, and under iOS Just paste the app ID. Now go to the add unit and click on get started. Create a banner add unit. Click on done and click and create another add unit interstitial and click on done. Now copy the banner app ID, go to ads.js under source services and paste it over here under the section of get banner ID and copy the interstitial ads ID and paste it over here. So and click on Control S or Command S for saving both the files, and we are done with adding the ad mob to our app. Okay, so now my build has been successfully created. So first I will see our Android build, so you can see the status has been finished, and you can see you know option to directly submit it to the app stores, or you can download the zip file, I mean the APK file. So this is the APK. I told you like before, it's for private use only. You can also upload it to Play Store if you want, but I will suggest you to upload the app.bundle. You can generate it by following the same method I used, which I showed you in the video. Let me see the iOS build, and you can also see the status is finished. You can directly run on your simulator or download the IPA file. So my both APK and IPA files are downloading. So yeah, that's it. That's the end of the video. And if you have any doubt, you can contact me on my email or WhatsApp, or if you want us to install the application, so its cost is $15. You can reach us via WhatsApp and email that you want us to install the app, and we will do that. So thank you for watching.